Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Limbus Company. In the last part, Shirini betrayed us, died on the spot, and our Yiseng got stabbed by a new person out of nowhere, without warning, just like that, with the gold barrow on top of everything else. Considering that the Golden Barong usually always causes some kind of mass mutation around the area, in combination of resonating with the sinners, it's probably not a good thing to have it stabbed right into your stomach like that, but we will see once we check out the hole, right? We probably have to turn the clock though. Just saying. It's probably not a good idea to have my sinner with a hole running around here. Oh, and I guess we kind of ended up killing Nico after 5 different waves of attacks. Nico was really resilient, always running away from the final kill in order to protect Shirini, but in the end of the day she was kind of doomed to die. I mean, the sheer association was here. The sheer association already put the target on her. They were probably waiting for her to spill the beans, and before she could do it, slash, gone, forever. Right? Pretty much. Kind of a shame. We also kind of wanted to fight against them as well. But well, maybe another day, right? The sheer association is still around. Who knows, maybe we can actually fight against the guy that we met in the arena as well, once they have more time to recover. I mean, during our meeting they were really tired, right? Really tired. Okay, the hole. Dong Plague unexpectedly attacked, piercing Li Seng's chest. Winding time would heal the wound, but will it really fill the hole in his heart? I had no way to know what dream Li Seng could have been dreaming, resting with his eyes closed. In his heart? Were they also friends? I guess they were, maybe. It's weird. Thinking back to those days, I felt as though I had been afloat all the time. Then, yes, I was enduring life with the feeling of flying in the sky. Thus, I had been living without knowing for certain if I truly had wings or if I was a mere half-winged. You sang! Did you stay up all night working on your research again? I kept telling you, skipping sleep will get you killed. He's something else. Remember how he had forgotten to eat or sleep when he got into something? You can help it, Dongbake. So, what do you plan to show us at this Illuminators conference? I just can't help but look forward to something you've been working on tirelessly in your room. This time, I have made something I call the mirror. Thus, it has always remained unclean. Unsure if I regret that day, or reminisce at fault now. Sing? You sing! Are you alright? No. It doesn't say a word, but then again, he normally doesn't say a word. Yiseng's eyes slowly open. Their lives are so easily light, so easily recoverable. I see. So you have reverted my debts, as you always do. I had to, right? A flash of light burst out of the golden barrow, right as it pierced his chest, blinding everyone for a moment. And Dong Beng had disappeared in the meantime. The smiles the people in the photograph made at each other were nowhere to be seen now. And Dong Reng cast his eyes into emptiness, reviewing the situation we got into. I'm sure Dong Beng's plan was to stab me. Then why did he go for my boy? Huh? Shirini and Ren probably told her that I brought help from the outside. But she couldn't have known that Yiseng would be one of them. Ah, so you've brought Yiseng here on purpose then? Are you asking if I invited him as a meat shield, knowing that I'll be ambushed? As excellent as my abilities are to predict the course of event it is, I'm no prophet. Either way, things went in our favor. The assault was clearly made with intent to kill. What did you just... You can't be serious! A colleague of ours got stabbed to death because of your boss! And you're talking like everything went well just because he survived? That experience is traumatizing! Just so you know! It's not our responsibility to compensate for any injuries, now is it? If this has left psychological scars, you're free to demand compensation, but please know that the procedure will be rather complex. Are you talking about the memory removal thing? Oh, screw that. No, my problem is how you're describing this whole... Leave the matter there. I do not feel an ounce of pain, so you have no need to pursue this matter further. When I turn the clock, every consequence is reversed. Torn clothing, bloody stains, even the smallest scars are undone. But that doesn't make the cause of the damage something that never happened. Which is why I have to ask. Are you sure that you're okay, Yeseng? Yeseng shut down my last attempt to inquire with a simple yes, as I couldn't try again until now. But that man named Gubo had no problem raising his weapon against Yeseng, with claiming to be his compatriot. I see, you must have been rather curious. This time, he didn't seem to have any intent to dodge my question. I was once part of an organization called the League of Nine. Gubo, Dong Reng, and Don Bake, the one who stabbed my chest. Those faces you have seen were members of it all, manager. However, it disbanded and scattered one day. Each of us has flown away into our own path. That was all there was to it. Oh, what? Feels like your story is missing a ton of details, you know? We broke up because things happened and now you're pointing knives at each other. Like, is that it? Or maybe they were never friends after all. It was no more than a moment. I will leave my testimony to be apt for a time, as transit as that. He started talking a lot. He hasn't turned into a shadowbox just yet, but I had a feeling that he'd soon become more talkative. I was reminded of Faust mentioning once that he was never really the quiet sort. Are you sure that you're okay, Yeseng? I've always been okay. If that was his true nature, then this might not be a bad thing. Still, my feelings say that I should care for his well-being. From your recent memory, have you had any particular happy or painful moment or something like that? You are devoting an unusual degree of attention to me today. While it does not please me, I will give you an answer since your demeanor is quite unlike the usual. If I were to choose one, the happiest occasion in recent memories would be when we had an Illuminators conference. And the most hopeless one would be at the forest, where I first met you. That was your most hopeless moment? Oh, come on! That was a precious moment! That was the first time that I met your sinners! Sure, it was a hopeless situation where we're all doomed to die without virtuals, but still! That was a good starting point! That's not a desperate moment! Think about the positive things! Like the completion of our team, you say! The very moment my life resumed, when I was certain that it had been ended there. Another such moment as now. I am once again realizing that this regeneration is ever so flawless, unchanging. I hope that sated your curiosity. Nope, not quite. I want to hear much more. Now should we not be on our way? I see a long road ahead of us. As we walk ahead, I could almost see it. Although the wounds were perfectly erased, there was still a hole in his chest, wide open, with no sign of mending. He sang! He really knows how to make me worry! Why is he not talking about it? We need to talk about that in order to fix it. A heart wound is not easily fixed with recovery stuff, right? And now there's a raid! He has no brakes around here! He literally has no brakes! Yi Zhang came back to his senses as though nothing has happened. Of course something happened! He's just hiding the pain! Meanwhile, Samja's phone started ringing incessantly. I guess they escaped from the hideout and went back to the facility? Is that a facility? Take a peek on the... looks like a different one. But I guess it's a different K Corp facility because it's back to the green color at least. And then, let's... Oh, that picture! And let's just go back to the facility, I guess, and see what Samja's here to tell. Oh dear. It seems the radio communication device was installed in this branch. His phone was intensely vibrating as though the call set is on fire. Yes, I understand. I will return right away. It seems the laboratory has been raided again. There are apparently more terrorists this time around, on a fiercer offense than before. The communication earlier was a distraction to keep us here. This could have easily been prevented if it weren't for your collusion. Otis lashed out in frustration. It does feel rather strange though. I think this is literally the first time that we're going for a Lobotomy Corp branch without facing a single abnormality. That's true indeed. Those we did see were resting in their eggs. Like somebody's actually taking care of them, huh? The bounders from the tech liberation whatever must have gotten some way to put the abnormalities into their eggs without lifting a hand, huh? Maybe. Though we still have to see the details with our own eyes. If they really do have the technology to revert abnormalities into their inactive forms, it's certain that they possess the technology to achieve even more than that. Well, sounds like you've got to look out on Ring, but Miss Faust isn't one to say ominous stuff for nothing, you know? It will work out somehow. In our group is K Corp's most successful researcher. And better yet, two of the greatest genius in the city. Is he talking about Yi Zhang and Faust? Hopefully. I mean, Faust is very clever. And he can't include himself if he's already saying the most successful researcher in K Corp, right? I'm pretty sure he can't include himself in that as well. He was saying that there were 3 of them, right? And I guess we already have a battle, huh? Constellations. K Corp's laboratory was unexpectedly attacked. It seems that the Technology Liberation Alliance has acquired the ability to revert abnormalities to eggs. We hurried back to the building. Now, if they're able to revert them back to eggs, they can freely release them as well, right? Maybe. Maybe they have figured out a way to actually use the abnormalities as well. I mean, we already kind of did that in Lobotomy Corp, under special circumstances, but technically speaking, we had also full control over them. We just needed to be careful while handling them, right? Are we seriously under attack though? It doesn't really seem like it. At the very least, the beginning area over here doesn't really seem to be under stress. As soon as we got back to the lobby, we could see panic-struck employees running before Dong Reng and Who was panicked? They're all fine. Mr. Dong Reng, a moment please. You're all turned pale. Pardon me for a moment. The situation looks pretty tense. It's kind of awkward to just stand still like this. As I meandered in the lobby, murmuring meaningless things to myself, Dong scuffled to herself. Oh, what manner of books are these? The pictures glitter brightly. Sounding a merry hum, she picks up a storybook. I peeked at the book she opened. Yi Zhang also turned his gaze towards the book, possibly bothered by something about it. Soon a golden haze unfolds. Once upon a time, when everyone had their heads down and eyes fixed on the ground, there was a person who looked up into the sky. In their eyes were twinkling stars. Connecting the nameless stars no one else would look at. The person gave them names and made up stories for them as they liked. Stories are like skeins of thread without an end. They are drawn and woven together in an effort to find meaning from meaninglessness. All kinds of stories in the world, happy and sad, circled in the night sky. Then one day, the person's family feel deeply sick, their lives nearing its end. Like any other day, the person spoke into the sky about the grief they felt. And then, a droplet of water fell onto the person's head. Looking up, the person found a constellation talking to them. Dear person named me and gave me a story. Thanks to you, I was casted onto the land and pushed by the flow of time, feeling the world in full. Did you know that stars can grant wishes? The tears I shed will clear you of your pain. Afterwards, a rain fell onto the world for a day and a half. Everyone caught in the rain was all healed up. The person's ill family recovered their health too. Since then, the person and their family, as well as all the residents of the city, had looked up to the skies and talked about happiness every day. That explains it. I read that Nescae has a custom of walking outside without an umbrella to stand in the rain of the night of a certain month every year. Don't tell me, am I alone at this? Have none of you checked up your pamphlet guide to K Corp's nest at Backstreet until now? Like, seriously? No one? They never do that, Ishmael. They literally never do that. Alright, that thing. I used mine to fix some bugs the other day, so I got to get a new one and... does it look like this time to joke around, Rhodia? Rhodia didn't look like she was joking at all, but Ishmael seems unaware of it. By the way, that story, it feels similar to what the regenerative ample does, doesn't it? The rain that restores you to health. Yeah, so are you trying to say it was made from rain dropped by stars? Wait, wasn't it nanobots and not watery stuff in the first place? What do you think, Faust? I'm a woman of science. I prefer judgment based on factors over metaphors, you know? This so-called analysis and interpretation of stars and cloud might be an area Yuseng is more familiar with. He's a researcher like me, but we're not quite the same. He's not gonna say anything about that, like, come on! Right? We better hurry, the situation seems pretty serious. I heard they managed to storm all the way into rooms where experiments are conducted this time. Does this place not seem too peaceful for such a dire predicament? I see nary a man running away. It does appear that there's been an evacuation order. However, as you witnessed last time, this is not the first emergency that occurred this week. They might be worried that evacuation again could disrupt the 70-hour work week 70 hour? When do they sleep? Working in this kind of place is not easy, huh? Certainly not! They must be living around here. I don't get it. How is this attack possible? It didn't seem like a structure that allows intruders to sneak into the rooms undetected. We're running short of time, so I'll explain as we go up. Object. Give one reason we should go with you. Our contract is already done, right? Indeed. The contract has been fulfilled. That's true, but as much as I want to give the bureau to you, it's been taken before our eyes. Trashes. Is this really right? Hey, what does the contract exactly says? I couldn't say. I'm not all too knowing when it comes to legal matters. Instead of arguing back as usual, Samjo suddenly got busy wiping his glasses. S.A. Such as? Maybe? Mr. Samjo, we want answers. Huh? S.A. Oh no, wait. Say something? Say anything? Samjo, Mr. Samjo, she's saying she'll assail you this time. Wrong. I said I'll assail him right now. Oh, this is an emergency. An emergency! You should go upstairs quickly. Ah, well, let's get hurry along for now, Harry Osho. I'll show you Sangiri. I swear it. Samjo urgently sent us upstairs. The hallway was clean and calm hours ago. has now turned into complete mayhem, filled with screams and fleeing people. A researcher was crying and clinging to someone who appeared to be the Liberation Alliance members. "Help me, Mr. Dongrang! Please, save me!" "Hey, my staff member is begging for help. Wouldn't you consider letting him go?" "If it's intelligence you want, I'll give it to you. We were planning to go out for a staff diner tomorrow, and the restaurant we booked serves such delicious meat. It would be rather unfortunate if the smell awaiting us tomorrow came from the incense stick at a funeral instead of meat on grill. Wouldn't you agree?" "Intelligence? We have no need for it." "Huh? You're walking in unarmed now. What happened to your robots that did the fighting for you, wimp?" "We have no need to bring our robots either. I see plenty of useful looking ones here." "Are you trying to..." "We were ordered to exercise terrorists. Target all parts." "We outnumber them by a wide margin. It might be a little unfair, but it seems like we won't have any trouble beating them up. Miss Wren's expertise has hijacked the machines. She was more experienced in hacking than fighting." "Hacking? Oh no!"
"Welcome. Here at K Corp, we value your safety above all else."
Wait, what?
"For everyone's safety, the service attempting to flee from battle will be injected with the K ample, according to regulatory rules. The ample will be launched within 120-meter radius of the combat area. You're 49 meters away from the parameters."
Shoot.
"If you do not detect the enemies within the next 5 seconds, then the K ample will be administered according to the regulation rules. You have 4 seconds remaining."
Wait, what? Wait, are we the enemies now? Damn it, I've got no choice. They have to fight us! They have to fight us! Why? I don't want to get hit by the decay ample. I just want to live.
"Current status. No disturbance detected. All status green. Please send line for regenerative apples."
We have to... Can't we just fight against the bots then? I see. They're weighting their lives with ours. Not unlike what we do. Please permit us to engage. Got it. Can't we just attack the bots? If we just destroy the bots, they're going to rejoin our side. Right? I mean, the bot is here. If we take care of this thing, it should be fine. Wait a second. Unclashable. On use, targets all allies. Heal by damage numbers. Deals no damage. Unclashable on use. Targets ally get 1 protection. Okay. Deals no damage. Inflict decay ample. Inflict paralysis next hit. I can clash against this one at least. That's good. Passives. Fix sanity to 0. Afflicted by tremor and rapture. And I guess the other guys are still the same as usual. They're going to fix apply tremor against us. Healing SP as usual as well, 15 each. 30 after 30%. When an ally attacks another ally, deal 3 SP damage. They are also under terror, stress. Turn end. At 25 SP or lower, gain defense power up next turn. And that guy is nervous. At 15 SP or lower, gain 5 level ups next turn. They really don't want to do this. They really don't, but they have no choice. They literally have no choice. This situation is terrible. I'm gonna apply some tremor on you though. Oh no! No! What? Shoot! You gotta be kidding me! She usually never loses those clashes, right? Okay, this guy, Rampage. Sure, go for it. This is not gonna be pretty. I'm gonna inflict some tremor on him as well. Come on, Ryosho, you got that, right? You're totally going to get that. Let's go for the high number. And I guess 32 wouldn't be so bad to have. Just in case he actually survives. I don't really think it's going to be the case. But just in case he's actually able to survive this attack, right? Okay. Good hit. That guy's dead. Perfect. I might even be able to kill another one of them. What? No, wait. I think he tried to heal her. I was about to say, are you trying to kill them? But no. No, he isn't. Okay, 12. Let's try to burst the tremor of this one. That's a clean hit, so it's going to be fine. She didn't receive any damage, so we're going to go for the purple skill. And we're going to burst even more tremor. We should technically be able to destroy it this time around. Or at the very least, we should be able to stagger it without any issues. Hopefully. It's still trying to go for his friend though, which is not a good thing. Okay. That guy's staggered. It's okay. He's getting really close to the SP threshold, which is not a good thing. But then again, once I get rid of the bot, it might certainly help them out, right? What's that now? Slot protection? Ah, good that I don't use slot attacks, huh? Okay. Shovel 43 is good. Have to go for red. I guess we can go for another green attack. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But then again, blue is good enough. Double blue, I would say. Then the purple one, just in case. Another green, because I have nothing else. Ah, this seems like a waste. This really seems like a waste. Let's go for the light blue. Maybe I can save the damage. I don't want to use that much ammunition. There might be a second wave to this. Please, don't make me use my bullets. There might be a second wave. There's always a second wave. Oh god, okay, we haven't used it. It's good. Everything's good. Yes, there is a second wave. Okay. Let's go for another purple attack. Or should I go for... Nah, that's fine. We're going to go for the purple one. The fence down is going to be helpful. Suppress is going to do a lot of damage, but I could also go for even more defense down. Shove is good. I don't really... Oh, I do have the poise. Okay, then we're going to go for TN. Is double green okay? Doesn't really seem like it. I guess I have to go for going first. Green and light blue. That's going to drop me down to 3 bullets, but it should be fine. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, she was still able to do it. It's fine. And I didn't even use any of my bullets. It's even better, I guess. Right? It's even better. Okay, 13. 11. Good job. Keep it up, please. Keep it up for Yoshu. You've got this. Yeah, stagger. Killed. Perfect. Probably not enough for the next spot, but that's fine. It was to be expected after all. You know what? Let's go for another one of those green eagles. Then a rampage. Boosted up by more blue. A little bit of purple. Red, of course. More purple, then I have to go for the green, of course, because I want to boost it up for as much as we can. Not really that much, but it could always be worse. Right? It could always be worse. I would prefer to have a longer chain of green skills, though. After all, the longer the chain, the more rapture I'm able to inflict with that stuff, right? I guess it kind of worked like that. Oh well. Okay, another one of them is down. It's really unfortunate. Can't we just knock them out instead of killing them? But then again, if they're just knocked out, they're just going to get healed by the bots. We should really focus all our attacks on the bots instead. If we did that, we might be able to stop this whole mess from happening, right? We might actually be able to stop this whole thing. But alas, it didn't happen like this, right? It didn't happen like this. It's fine. That's fine, though. But at least the bot is finally defeated, so that should give them a break if there are any more survivors around. Hopefully. Maybe. Maybe we were able to save at least one of them, right? Let's try to think positive. Maybe there was one of them around that that was able to outlast the bots, right? Hey, we also got the MVP status. Good job, my girl. And a nice picture. Are you actually forcing me to fight against more of them? Hacked by the Technology Liberation Alliance members, the K Corp's ample distributing machines turn against us. We have to defeat K Corp's security forces and make our way through. They literally still force us to do that. Oh no, this whole place is filled with securities and ample bots. We can't save any of them. We literally cannot save any of them. The only one who are spared from this are the K Corp researchers themselves, because the bots probably don't expect them to fight. But the security staff can't do anything about it. This is seriously messed up, I have to say. Seriously messed up. There we go. Not so bad. Not so bad. I even recently managed to get her poise meter up more frequently. Now it's still not that easy to keep it up with Ryoshu, unless of course she constantly wins her clashes, but it's fine, we're getting used to it a bit more, right? Slow and steady is always the best way to win the race, and it seems like we have to fight even more. Yeah. I mean, technically speaking, this whole place is covered in security guards. It always has been, and usually speaking, they always survive their encounters as well. It's still very unfortunate for us that we kind of have to do that to them, but it is how it is, right? It is how it is. I wonder how many waves they're going to throw at us, though. This has already been the second one. And so far, I haven't really seen any changes at all. Not even the K... But then again, I guess they don't really need an upgraded version of those K Corp bots. After all, they're usually only here to support them. They're not here to actually fight for themselves, right? Technically speaking. There we go. Another victory. This is going much smoother than before. And it was just the bots. It got a bit rough after a certain while, but I guess seeing how we literally, it's literally just the same opponent as we already had before. It's so great to fight against the K Corp stuff, right? I mean, sure, at the same time I kind of feel bad about it because they can't regenerate and they're kind of forced to fight against us, but in comparison to fight those terrorist bots, this is certainly going much smoother, right? Fighting against humans is usually going much better than the stationary objects or abnormalities that are completely ignoring the whole sanity thing, right? What's this? The Bright Villains. The Liberation and Alliance members was waiting for us instead of retreating, as if they had some kind of secret weapon prepared? They have a secret weapon? Is it another one of those fusion bot thingies that they used previously between the saw blade and the wrecking ball? Are they able to combine that? But at the same time, he said that he didn't bring any along. Huh. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. I'll take back what I said about your being spineless wits. I'm surprised you didn't run away while we were scrapping rounds. You are so dead now. Bunch of book-smart sorts who think using things other made is a talent. Fair point. Witches wobble! Sinclair stuff! Oh my god! Which is why we brought something new from the botany carpet! Yes! No, Sinclair's not in my party right now. Oh, this is glorious! What's that? Slotches? Oh, it's the fairy stuff, right? From the fairies. But look at this red sheet! Oh, Sinclair would be so proud to see this. Sinclair would be so proud to see it. But wait a second, I have to check some really quickly. Disinflict bind. Tremor burst. Inflict tremor. Okay, it doesn't seem like they have any passive around. And then we have Rapture, of course. Where are the talismans? Where are your talismans? This is not how Red Sheet works. You need to gather a talisman and then apply them. Oh god, those are noobs. They have no idea how to use the Red Sheet properly. But then again, they have no idea how the egos work in the first place, huh? Probably. Ego is a difficult thing to master, right? Egos are difficult things to master. Some of my agents in the K Corp needed a long time before they're even able to wear the good stuff around there, right? All things considered, like the Aleph gear or the War gear. You need to have the correct stats in order to properly use the stuff, right? Otherwise, they're just the suits themselves are just wearing them instead. Okay, we're going to guard against this one. It's going to inflict some rapture, but that's fine. 15, 29. No, but seriously, they should try to use the talismans though. The fun part about the red sheets is the fact that you can apply so many rapture stuffs on your enemies. I mean, look at them. I don't really have any talismans right now, but thanks to Sinclair, even my guys are able to use talismans occasionally. And that's literally the best thing that can happen around here. If we're lucky, of course, and the right guy gets the talisman. Now sure, it also damages us a little bit if I'm not able to make full use of it, and after a round it is going to disappear. After all, everything above 5 is going to be discarded at the end, already at the end of the turn, but still, the short time when we have it, like Ishmael right there with the 8 talisman, the short time that we have it, we're able to apply a bunch of rapture for free. It is simply great, right? It is simply great. It doesn't really make a difference what we do. That girl is about to die either way. Didn't even need to use any ammunition for that. And more of those red sheets. Ah, it's so precious. It is so freaking precious. Should I go for double blue? Should I go for even more blue? I guess I could. Guess I could. Okay. Then a little bit of light blue and a bit of dark blue, and I should have more than enough bullets to do so, right? Yeah, I have 11 ammunition. And then, let's just do that. Oh no. Oh no, this is gonna hurt a lot. I'm sorry. You tried to use Tremor against us. By the end of the day, we also killed you instantly with 2 double blues. Oh, it's just great. It's just great. Then the going first comes along, applies a couple of bleed sticks because the guy refuses to use his rapture properly. Ah, it's getting better and better. Then we have a little bit of suppression because why the heck not, right? Even got the stagger, and I guess the stagger wasn't really necessary because Ishmael decided to make quick work of those guys. It is so great. It is so great. 2 aura breaths. I guess we can boost it even further with even more orange. I could technically go for my suppression. I do have the bullets to do that as well. Sadly, my speed wasn't able to help with this rampage spam, but it's fine. Maybe in the next round, if they're able to survive this whole thing. Probably not, but we can hope for them, right? Oh, even with a tail coin! She managed to win even with the tail coin? Oh, this is just the best, right? This is just the best. Okay, this girl is so dead. Bye bye, fairy! It's a pleasure to see you! I didn't think that the fairy and the red sheets were next to each other, but I guess it kinda is in that facility. Ah, so good to see that they also use ego around here. Huh, Gregor? Hey, isn't something off about this? Was ego something that you could keep on all the time and use whenever you like it? Cause I didn't know you could do that. We all know ego isn't some kind of magical tool. It's a lot of work, just keeping my sanity from tumbling down. Besides, didn't someone say that those people all used to be lab workers? How is it possible for them to use egos better than we do? This is not a matter of proficiency in battle. They must have employed some other trick. You call that better than us? Did you see that they didn't use any of the special abilities from the red sheet? And also, I guess they kinda stole that stuff from the Botany Corp's ranch. The stuff already, the egos from back there, at a much better quality than the current egos that we are able to get from other distortion abnormalities and other sources, you know? They had some kind of trick back there. To make it stable to be worn for the whole day. Right? They must have employed some other tricks. Yeah, or to stay. They had a trick back then. There's one possibility in mind. If they reduce the abnormalities to an overt form and figure out a way to materialize the ego the way Lobotomy Corporation did. In other words, repeatedly research the conditions of corrosion and train themselves to repress it, utilizing the Quillifin deterrent emanating by the Golden Barrow. It could be possible for them to use the ego well, without being affected by the corrosion even after a short time. What they're using are tools compressed and repressed into general utilities. Does that mean Lobotomy's Corporation did the same? Yeah, rather than Fixer, regular employees were given the egos to work with. Of course, what we're having right now isn't as refined as what the Wings used to have. Wait, hold on. If you're saying they could do that with the help of the Golden Barrow's deterrence power, that means it has to be nearby. Must be, along with Dong Bake, who has it in her hands. I cannot help but question the security of this facility. The leader of the terrorists is freely roaming your building, and not once was her presence been reported. As much as I would like to object, I don't have much I can say. I didn't expect them to break in so easily like this either. The Technology Liberation Alliance is formed by former researchers of renowned firm after all. I see, so they were villains of bright minds. I must wonder, can individuals of bright minds turn so villainly? What a bewildering conjuring. Don't let them fascinate you. If they were so wise, they wouldn't have quit their enviable jobs at large firm for a terrorist organization in the first place. Maybe it wasn't the life they wanted. True. Maybe the life around here isn't so good. I mean, 70 freaking hours per week? 70 freaking hours? I'm kind of surprised that they haven't been burned out by now. Like, seriously, this is just crazy. How much time do I have? It's not going that well. My energy is running out, my time is running out. But I should still be able to at least do this one, right? Maybe they're going to show us even more egos around here. But only maybe. The Liberation Alliance members are waiting for us instead of retreating, as if they have a secret weapon prepared. The beautiful ego! Not in the perfect condition that we are used to, after all. Our agents are still able to use the power freely. Not all the time, but freely. And even Sinclair has better control of this guy than the guy who's currently wearing it. I guess maybe their stats aren't adequate in order to actually use the full power right away, but that's just how it is sometimes, right? I have to say it. Finding those ego guys, but it feels much better than all the previous encounters, right? Much better. Oh, an urgent call. But I don't have the energy for it. I'm really sorry about that, but I guess we have to save that for next weekend, huh? Just like the previous parts, when I had to take a break. But this time around I actually have to wait for the next weekend. Since, yeah, last weekend I kind of recorded 3 parts, but it's fine. It's fine, right? Next time around I'm going to prepare to level up a bit closer than last time, and Who knows? Maybe they're going to reduce the amount of in-between battles as well. By a little bit. Only a little bit. Nevertheless, I hope you guys had fun in today's part. And see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye!